Hello and welcome back to Gary River vs Pacific Drive. Today is gonna be... what is that? Is that a sign? That sign reflected in Belka. Yes, this is going to be a bit of a weird one. I have no idea how this one's going to edit out, because I'm going to have to do a load of trips where I don't expect to find much of worth, because I want to unlock all of these, so I need to go to each of these. So that's 3 trips to get those, 4... and then that's the final trip, so I'll leave that one until a bit later. So that's 4 trips I need to do. I want to try and find any anomalies that I'm missing. Try and get basically everything that I don't have over the next, I don't know, however many trips this is going to take. Collect enough Olympium to get all of the upgrades I want. And, yeah. But before I go on to that... hang on, there's a creepy message. We pulled at some of these roots. We tugged them up. It was a tree. The tree was growing into the ground root. Cool. Hey, like the game logo. The upside down tree. Nice. Nice reference, guys. Yes. I got a comment, and it was the right amount of hinty but not spoilery. And it was a few episodes ago. Sorry, I'd recorded like the day, like basically 5 minutes before I read the comment. I'd just finished a recording. And it was suggesting after a certain bit, I go and reread a certain thing. That's really obscure. Hang on. Here. He identifies himself as Ed Baker. Actually, let's just re-listen to it.
He identifies himself as Ed Baker, an astronaut on the American spaceflight missions.
I went up with the 3rd landing mission. All was well. Readings were nominal. We achieved stable orbit around the moon and began executing the limb-assisted landing procedure. Once it activated, that's when everything went wrong. I wish I could tell you what I saw. I wish I could put it into words. But most of all, I wish I could forget. I don't even look up at the sky anymore. Every night is a terror. Limb technology was a mistake. It wasn't worth it. I mean, yes, we won the race, but the cost was too great. It will always be there, waiting for our next mistake.
So the person suggested, after that bit, rereading the entry about a certain anomaly that really didn't mean anything the first time I read it, and I haven't reread it since. So let me have a look, see if I can find it. Okay, seems there's not an anomaly. Here we are, giant orb. It is weird that it's all the way down here. Partial memo, 1971. It's an estimate. It's been some 10 to 12 months now, maybe more. I'd hope the passage of seasons would serve at least some broad frame of reference, but that doesn't seem to happen here anymore. The climate is largely consistent, while the weather is subject to these sudden swings that are impossible to predict. Storms appear out of nowhere. Rain is sometimes spontaneous. The sky is clear quite suddenly, though never enough that I can get a good look at the stars. However, my compass still seems to be working, at least most of the time. The moon, however, that's something else. I can usually still make it out, but something is different, something is changing. I can't tell if it's some local atmospheric change here, or to suggest something beyond that is ridiculous. Why would the moon have changed? They're guarding. I completely forgot the moon was mentioned. So they activated the landing procedures, the limb-assisted procedures, for the 3rd time. That was the 3rd landing, and we have to assume Lim was involved in all 3 of them. It's just that he only went up and saw it the 3rd time. And that did something to the moon. Or continued doing something to the moon? The moon is changing. Oh, I'm going to have to look at that next time it's dark. Why would the moon be changing? That is fascinating. I really appreciate the tip. First trip, I'm heading up to this one. I do have something I want to do at this next location, which is after the highway. Oh look, this is the wobbly wipers. When I go fast, they wobble. So that's what they are normally. And then when I go fast, they just sort of freak out a bit. Okay, yeah, that is a bit inconvenient because that makes them much less effective. There is one achievement I can get, though. Liberated. And then what I do... Ta-da! They weren't using it to liberate and equip a part from an abandoned car. Right, now I don't need that. I'll break it down, though. I'm kind of worried that this is like the thing I don't have. The one log I don't have might be this fuel tank, because I don't see that in the... Yeah, that's weird. I feel like that's a bug. What just happened? Seriously? How did that spring a leak from driving down a tunnel? This is what I want. There's an achievement for driving miles with a bunny attached to your car. I don't know if I'll be able to get that. I might need perpetual stability, but I will try. Nope, managed to knock him off by lightly touching a wooden sign. Yeah. And he got popped by a tourist. Never mind. Oh. There we are. Watch out for the hop-ons. Drive several miles with a bunny on your car. Just in time for me to have to leave. And now to test definitively if you can take a bunny between areas. You cannot. Interesting. This one's already open. I guess because it's an electrified one and there's loads of electric stuff nearby. It does look like the radiation protection protects at 2.5k, which is pretty good. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, okay, that was a bad idea. Alright, never mind. I can't fly. Got a quirk. Wipers toggle radio toggles. And car moves slow, wipers move slow. Weird, but fix both of those. Patel, can you hear me? We made it. It works, we're inside. Sending this out on all channels at midday exactly. August 4th, 1968. I knew this was safe. This time I'm heading up to here for the second one, and I'm going to try and get another achievement, which is go a whole 3-junction journey without using the brake, the handbrake. So I have the auto parker off because it was unreliable and needed replacing, but I'm basically just gonna blitz through without stopping, just picking up anchors and heading on. Ah! Frickin' hell! Saw the massive crowd of them in front and didn't realise there was one behind me as well. I'm not sure, but I may have activated the handbrake when I went through a left-right. I hope not. Frequency file 7 part 2.
No, I want all the dirty secrets. What you ate, how your plumbing worked,
Wow.
what social activities there were.
The big 3.
Activities. No one went in there to have a good time, I'll tell you that. There was plenty of chatter across the radio at first, but that died down pretty quickly. Not too much to gossip about after being shut in for... I don't even know how many years at that point.
Radio? Like a ham radio?
Yeah, but worlds more sophisticated. Some property of radio waves made it the only consistent method of transmission, so it was a prime method of communication. People started to have their own radio stations, made their own programming. It didn't matter who was listening. It was the human need to talk that was fulfilling.
Okay, but give me a little hint. You weren't completely deprived of supplies, right?
Oh, easy. That's where the breachers came in.
On the next episode of Frequency File, more about the breachers and what they thought of our topic at hand. Dr. Ophelia Turner.
Don't be like, well, what did you eat? Well, there were breaches. No parking. Complete a run with at least 3 junctions without the car ever being in park. Yes! Frah, this must be where pies go when they dies. Sure. Car switches on, rear right door opens. That's a weird one. Hey! It says gum, and it's like the 3 of them. It's a hint to the bubblegum buddies. I wonder why it says ABC though, that's odd. Oh, just missed a radio message that popped up because of left and right. Oh, I may even be able to despike them. That's another. Keep them as a pet. What's spiky? Bunnies? Logs? Frequency File 8 Part 1.
The Breachers. It was a network of people, including those who claimed to have infiltrated the zone, and the people on the inside that enabled
That is not true.
Where there's an iron-fisted ruling authority, there's always a resistance. And as wonderfully weird as everything we've heard about the zone has been so far, these breachers honestly take the cake. This is Frequency File, Episode 8. Infiltrating the Olympic exclusion zone is a whole lot of work.
Disagree.
To start, you'd have to get through, past, or over a 300-meter outer wall.
Teleportation.
There were layers upon layers of security checkpoints, and the zone was carved out into sectors, each with very specific clearance requirements. If you were somehow able to make it through all of that, then you'd start dealing with the rampant radiation and a whole host of other dangers. So imagine my surprise to hear that there were people who made a whole career out of wall breaching.
Yeah, I lived in the zone for 10 years. My partner worked for ARDA, and I came along for the ride. After a while, I got bored and thought, hey, why not put my years of experience smuggling contraband to good use?
Wow.
This is Carolyn Murrell.
Yeah, just
Not
out.
her real name,
Oh,
of
okay,
course,
fair
as
enough.
She was the ringleader of an illicit smuggling ring. If you needed a pack of your favorite brand of smokes from the outside or a souvenir from the inside, Carolyn was your gal.
I mean, yeah, by all measures, it was an easy life on the inside. ARDA took care of most everything. Groceries to your door, free housing. Salary was good. You didn't have much to use it on, but at least you know you'd be set with savings and pension when you eventually went back into the real world.
Okay. And that's why I decided to rob them. Yeah. Really good showing. I found this beautiful lake with a pufferfish in the distance and decided, yes, here is a perfect place to open a load of dehydrated shells. Thank you. I have another achievement to get on this little trip. And for this I have built something special. Haha! The jump jacks. And it's go through the gateway while all of your wheels are airborne. So, lift me! Lift me! Yes! Fly homeward. Escape through a gateway while the car's wheels are airborne. Tardigrade count at 1000 TPM. Oh my god, it's full of tardigrades. Tell my wife I love her. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We only had good intentions. I've never seen... Tardigrades. It's full of tardigrades. I wonder if that's the moon. No. It's full of tardigrades. Tell my wife I love her. I did go looking for the moon, but there is always some kind of cloud cover, so it is very hard to see. Oh, Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad then. I take damage from every single collision because Belka has absolutely no armor whatsoever for yet another achievement. I will say the sounds are quite vivid when you do not have any doors. Oh no! Oh, this is incredibly painful. Yep, heal me quick. Heal me quick. Oh dear God. Oh! I didn't quite anticipate how painful this would be. I think there's a bunny on me. Ah! Get off. Oh! Okay. Well, at least medkits are like 50% healing because, damn, I desperately need it on this trip and I wish I'd brought more. Ah, 3 canned food. Wonderful. I was really hoping there'd be something like that in here. Ooh. Oh, you're looking really... What's the word? Svelte? Is that the right word? I mean, it's almost never the right word to describe a car, but sure. I honestly have no idea how anyone would be able to do this if they didn't have the, like all of the armor and stuff maxed out. Because going through a hot dust is painful when I've got maximum radiation shield. How bloody fatal is it to do this this kind of run if you just have the basic stuff? God, imagine trying this early. Suppose that's how you learn. Oh, I did bring extra healing stuff. Oh, I'm fine then, yeah. No problem at all. I've got to say, this anchor scanner is absolutely worthless. Like, I'm not sure I've ever picked anything up on it. I'm in one of the, like, anchor obfuscation areas. It's not worth the materials it's made of. This is not great weather for being completely exposed. Ooh! Pop-up. By pop-up, I mean a radio message. Also, this is really bad. I thought I was closer to the exit than I am. Ow! Oh, damn, I may actually die. I didn't bring my Lazarus thing. Sorry, I really cannot pay attention to Dr. Corker. Because I am desperately... Don't talk about reproductive systems, I'm driving for my life here. Really not suitable time. One of my tyres is gone. Oh dear God, I'm about to die. Oh no. This is bad for me. But I am very close now. I may just die, and this audio is really quite off-putting. Into hot death. Into hot death. This is, it's like time travel without a capsule. With the top down, complete a run of at least 3 junctions without any panels, doors, or bumpers. Ha ha!
I don't know if I'd call that dumb luck or sheer stupidity, but you made it, so good job, I guess.
Oh, I really hope that's a special line for completing that achievement. You are the second most advanced species to occupy your planet. Who's that coming from? Who's that going to? Well, that may be the most threatening thing to have come out across these. Because either that is from people to another species, maybe tardigrades, or is coming from someone to humans, in which case there is a malevolent force, not necessarily malevolent, but an aware force that is like, yeah, you're terrible. That's really creepy. Wipers go right, dome light toggles. And car moves downhill every car door closes. Now that might actually be helpful. While my bio headlights are in repair, I thought I'd try something a bit different. It's really ominous, isn't it? Having it's astro red and yellow, and it sort of made them both kind of orange. Kind of thought it would be more threatening than that, but alright. Tardigrade warning. Psychic disruption may affect work. They're psychic? I'm not sure if I mean, I've obviously read that before, but I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention. Psychic disruption. I'm really glad I've got 3 of them chilling in my garage then, aren't I? I've just realised going through that other place, I still had the ion shield with me, so I still could have protected myself against radiation. I was just like, no, I'll tank it. Like an idiot. A mini turbine, wow. That's quite a thing to find in a burr. Oh. Thank you for the spare tyres, guys. Oh god, there are a lot of you. I don't need spare tyres, but thank you. Got another meeting minutes. 1950, agenda presenting pitches and securing funding. Increasing interference in our modern world by Dr. John Liu. Snacks have been going missing. Action items, members to present practice pitches. Members to research local causes of interference. Snack tasting cancelled due to absence of snacks. These are just silly. The SRR meetings. There's going to be something important in them eventually, but for now they're just silly. Oh, look at that. The wind is like inside that building. I think that's probably just where the wind is coming from, but it's just funny that the way it looks like it's in the building. Huh. Something's just occurred to me. The idea I had was this. Because, looking at the tardigrade poster, hang on, I'll put them side by side. I thought the tardigrade poster, the lines around them, look a bit like those lines. What if these are condensed tardigrades? Because, like, I mean, it doesn't line up great, does it? I was thinking, like, the little... they're clearly indents, actually, when you look at it side on. I thought they were like the little mouth thing on a tardigrade. Because that's why they're everywhere, you see. Because I've been expecting tardigrades to be... I mean, they are huge, aren't they? What am I saying? I know they're huge because I've got some. And I've seen them, and they are huge. Okay. I'm still trying to work out the tardigrade mystery, and I thought I was a bit closer there, and I might be, but... Oh, damn. Yep, I missed a tourist and set off a massive chain reaction of the gits. Oh well. I still find it crazy that a single bubblegum buddy is stronger than an abductor. Look at it. Look at it just being like, no, this is mine now. I want to play with this. Swamp tourist? Thank you. Swamp tourist, my battery is getting low. Urgent, scope expansion reaching critical levels, please control, or else we'll never ship this game. Wow. Urgent scope expansion reaching critical levels, please control, or else we'll... I see, they kept expanding what they were planning to do. That's clever. I spent nearly an hour in the Myers collecting stuff, and I got 500 odd. I had, I think, 6 left, so 565 swamp coral. That is amazing! And I'm going to try an amp engine, which just looks much like the turbo light, but rustier. There's an achievement for maybe doing this. Yes! I don't know what I expected. Deconstruct a resource. Okay. Sure. Achievement gained, I guess. This trip is another special one for an achievement, as you can tell by... Where am I going? Yeah, that's quicker. As you can tell by this little icon here, and the fact that my battery charge is absolutely shredding itself, I have the amp engine instead, because there's an achievement for completing a run with low or empty fuel for the entire run. So I spent like 10 minutes draining my fuel by going around the little course. I have equipped it with the turbine, the solar, and the hydro, because I feel like I'm going to bloody need it. And now I am just going on the course, basically. Not going on the course, taking a run with the amp engine. And it's really draining my fuel. Draining my battery. Like, particularly the acceleration. It really just, like, drains 2% every time I start to drive, basically. It's crazy. Hang on. The rocks are breathing, is what that says. Yeah, that does reinforce the limb animate stuff, because it may have made the land itself alive. Just thought I'd mention that. Ooh, my battery melts when I try and use the ion shield. Yeah, my assessment so far of the amp engine, and I'll see this through obviously, but at this stage, which is only the second area, I'm down to almost half battery, which doesn't happen usually until I get to the last area. And it's convenient having everything on one resource in the way that I don't need to worry about fuel at all. Like, I literally do not need to carry any fuel. I don't need to carry fuel tanks. I've already got that one. But the downside is that it drains so quickly. Like, I basically need to have the maxed out batteries and stuff, I reckon, for this to be viable. But they take roof slots. So I've got that one, but I want the auto parker, and I want the two things I have on the roof, because they're vital to my job. So it's, yeah, just a bit too much drain for the storage I can reasonably have. I mean, maybe if I brought, like, spare, like, doubles for all of the generators. I've got a turbine, a hydro, and a solar. If I had 2 solar, maybe that would do. If I had 2 hydro during a storm. But that just takes up so much space that I just don't want to waste on it, you know? Oh, damn. I blew out a wheel, a tyre. I blew out 2 of them. Well, I'm scuppered, I don't have spares. Guess I'm gonna have to nick spares from the next vehicle I find. Yeah, this thing's got 3 wheels. Alright, nicking 2 of those apparently. Well, they are messed up. Okay. I think one of these needs a bit more repair. Yeah, it's flat. That's fine. I have lots of stealing kits. By far the most common thing I need out here. Oh, bloody hell! Well, that sucked. Bloody bollard out of nowhere. Which way's the sky? Oh, I was really confused because I got out and like, but the ground's below me, I mean above me. Yeah, okay, this is going to drain what remains of my bloody battery. Oh, damn it. How you doing? Oh, you're almost out. Because eerie darkness makes a solar generator absolutely worthless. That does look pretty cool in the dark, though. 2 spark towers over there. Like, the eerie dark, it is a horrifying junction condition to have to deal with. But it makes full bloody use of the amazing lighting effects in this game. Frequency File 8 Part 2.
So you didn't run the smuggling ring for money?
No. Because honestly, once you get used to the anomalies and stability that can come sweeping through, the hardest thing to fight was boredom. I mean, that was constant and never-ending. Every day was very much the same. Wake up, check the weather and stability reports, boil water, wish you had coffee, wait for your partner to come home, then sit around and repeat the same conversations night after night.
It sounds like more of a problem with your relationship
So
than with the place, but whatever.
Things interesting. What were the most common things requested?
All people inside wanted was coffee, cigarettes, and vodka. All the good prices. What outside people wanted was the interesting stuff. Anything anti-gravity was popular, and the occasional ask for a live anomaly. We didn't take those requests seriously. These usually came from tourists who were rich and desperate to prove that they'd actually been inside the zone to their rich friends.
I'm sorry, back up. You're saying there was zone tourism?
Oh yeah, and not the solo breacher variety either. Like sanctioned, scheduled itinerary type tours.
How was that possible? All I've heard is how strict Artist's security was.
Well, it's true. Arta had eyes everywhere, but even they couldn't secure the entire border. You know, with the instability wreaking havoc on everything. Especially when Arta's funding began to wind down. They eased up on security, so got easier in the later years.
Yeah, I don't like this woman. It's like, oh, I was really bored, so I decided to sell government secrets. LOL. I don't know why I opened that habit. I mean, come on. Seriously, there are better ways to combat boredom. I mean, like, the smuggling in, I'm sort of okay with because, like, they're people who are basically deprived of a lot of things, and she fulfilled that niche. But the smuggling out is where I draw the line.